Well, welcome back. Glad you're here today. Today we're doing something I've never done before. I've done it and I haven't done it, if that makes sense. What I have done is pizzas on the Blackstone Griddle. What I haven't done is pork belly on the Blackstone Griddle. So today it's going to be kind of, I've done something, I haven't done something. Let's put them together and see how it turns out. You know, if you follow this channel at all, I love trying new things, experimenting, and I do it for the first time right here on camera, and we just see how it turns out. That's the joy of cooking, is just trying new things. Fail, win, who knows? It's all fun though. And as you see by the ingredients here, I just kind of picked up some stuff that I figured would be good for a barbecue style pizza. I did get this pork belly here. This is actually half of a slab of pork belly right here, raw pork belly, which, for those of you who may not know, pork belly is nothing but just uncured bacon. That's all it is. So I don't even know how much pork belly I'm gonna need, but I cut just kind of a slab off of what I bought, and I said, well, we'll cut this up and see how it goes. We're gonna season it with some Outlaw BBQ by Blackstone. We're gonna season the pizza crust. Speaking of pizza crust, it's just a store-bought pizza crust. I found, as far as, I do have a pizza oven right here, yes, and if you want to make a homemade dough and put this in the pizza oven, by all means, go for it. But a lot of people don't have pizza ovens, but I highly recommend, if you can, go out and get one, especially the new ones. The new ones are amazing. But you can cook pizzas on the griddle top, and that's what we're going to do today. So go on and fire up that Blackstone and get this thing ready for them pizzas. You're going to want to make this and start experimenting. Let me know what you do different on your pizzas. But right now, while that griddle's heating up, we need to cut up this pork belly. Now, like I said, this is only part of a slab of a pork belly. I picked this up at my local grocery store. If you can't find this in your local grocer, go to your local meat market or wherever. And like I said, it's just uncured bacon. You can see how it looks like a slab of bacon on the side. I think what I want to do is just kind of come in here and just cut this up into small kind of chunks. Now, this has a lot of fat content, as you see. So you don't want it to be too small of chunks because it will cook down. So make it about bite-sized pieces, or however you like to cook it. You know what size you like or how you like your stuff. Cook it up like that. So I'm just going to continue cutting this up into pieces, and we'll see how it turns out. And also, if the pieces are too big, we can also cut them up while they're cooking. We can say, okay, didn't cook down enough, still too big, not quite what we're looking for the pizza. You can always go back and cut these up smaller. Can't make them bigger, but you can also make them smaller. And I don't think, honestly, I'm gonna need all of this slab here of pork belly. And there we go. I think that'll be enough pork belly, kind of diced up, mixed up, cut up, whatever you want to call it, for one pizza. So let's go on over there now and check on that Blackstone, see if it's ready for some cooking, and let's get this thing started. Well, we're just in time. I'm starting to see that white smoke. It's time to get some groceries up on this griddle. Let's throw down a little bit of oil first. Get some oil over here for that pork belly. And let's just slide that stuff on there. Now, like I showed you earlier, I'm gonna use this Blackstone Outlaw BBQ. This is some really good stuff. As you see, I use a good bit of it sometimes. Go pick you up some of this if you can. And let's flavor up this pork belly. Man, that is smelling good. Oh man, that's smelling good already. Now, I don't feel like it's gonna take this pork belly long to cook at all. So I say we throw some veggies on here too. Now with these veggies, I don't want to cook them down a whole lot. We just want to kind of soften them up just a little bit. And I'm using different colors bell peppers cut up and red onion. Just simply because I felt like red onion and these bell peppers would go good on a barbecue pizza. Now, obviously, I have way more than I need for one pizza, but that's okay. We got some other things that we're going to cook later on this evening that these veggies will go perfect with. But in the meantime, I say we hit the veggie with some Outlaw BBQ too. A little extra seasoning never hurt nothing. Now just kind of let them cook down a little bit. Won't be long, we're gonna be building the pizza. Man, this pork belly's starting to fry up right nice with that barbecue seasoning on it. And these veggies over here are just taking the show with the smell coming off this griddle right now. But man, I think I can just mix this together, put it in a bowl and eat it like that. So now we'll just come in here and just kind of keep that pork belly stirred up a little bit and veggies stirred up until it's all good and done. All right, it's been about 5 or so minutes maybe, but anyhow, that pork belly is pretty much done where I want it. I mean, look at that crispiness on some of them pieces there. And these veggies over here have softened up, got a little char on them like I'm looking for. Didn't really cook them down a whole lot, just softened them up a little bit. So I say it's time to build some pizzas. So now what I'm gonna do is just kind of separate everything. So let's slide all the pork belly over to one side, slide all the veggies over to the other side. Kind of clean off some of this right here in the center. Like that right there. Now what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of oil to the griddle. Just a little, not much. Kind of spread that out. And now I'm gonna put a little garlic powder down in that oil, like so. And then take my store-bought pizza crust and lay it face down. To kind of let that kind of toast the edges just a little bit, because I like a little toast around my edge. Now this is not a requirement to do this, it's just something I like to do. So give it just a minute or two on that face side to kind of toast that edge and kind of toast that inside of the pizza, if you will, and then we'll flip it and we'll start building this thing. But while that's toasting, I gotta try a piece of this pork belly. Oh wow, that's good. So juicy and tender, but flavorful. Man, that's some good stuff. That's gonna be good on this pizza. All right, let's flip this crust and see what it looks like. Just give it a good flip. Yes, sir. Got a little char around the edges like I'm looking for. Perfect. It's time to start building this thing. So, let's start off with some barbecue sauce as our base. Now, use whatever kind of barbecue sauce you want. I'm using this Duke's Southern Sauces. I love this Duke's sauce. And this is the Tennessee Smoking Whiskey. Man, this is some good stuff. But now I don't want to go real heavy with it. We just want a light base on there. So I'm gonna put that much down and kind of spread it out with a spoon, see if we need to add more. And I think we do. It's a little more sauce. Kind of eyeball it as we go along here. Just looking for some flavor. Not a real thick sauce, but if you like it thick, go for it, go for it. I think that'll work right there. Now, let's talk cheeses. I'm gonna start off with some Colby Jack cheese. I had to look and make sure it wasn't Colby Monterey Jack, it's Colby Jack cheese. So, I don't know about you, but I love a good cheesy pizza. So I'm gonna put a good bit of that down. And as far as that crack goes, hey, we got glue right here. This cheese will act like a glue for it. Now, it is pizza. We gotta have mozzarella. Gotta have the mozzarella. Make it good and gooey. Now, there we go. Now we can start topping our pizza. So I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of this pork belly, barbecue, whatever you wanna call it. And as much as you want, and wherever you want. Come here, you. You're getting on there. There you go. Some of y'all too. Why not? Let's put a lot on there. Let's hit some of these veggies now. Go around here and put the veggies on. See, it don't take long at all to build these pizzas on this Blackstone at all. Now I like a little spice in my life. I'm gonna put some jalapenos on here. There we go. Looking good, looking good. A little more mozzarella cheese on top. Just to kind of finish it off and make it look really pretty. Now grab you a dome. And just kind of cover it up. Make sure it's sealed good. And it won't be long, that cheese will melt on down. But to kind of help it, spray a little water, just a little bit. Right up under the edges is all you need. And that steam will get in there and really, really melt that cheese down. Well, it's been under there about 2 or 3 minutes now. I'm not sure if that cheese is all the way melted, but I say we pop the top and see what we got and go ahead and take it up and try it out. All right, y'all ready for the big reveal? Here it is. Man, look at that pizza right there on this Blackstone. That's looking good, y'all. Yes, sir, buddy. But now we got to check out the underside too. How well you can see up under there. Yeah, it's not burnt. Looking pretty good. I say it's time to take it up, y'all. It's time. So I just happen to have one of my new cutting boards here. Probably won't cut on this, but it's gonna look really pretty on this. And it spins. I mean, look at that, it spins. How cool is that? Gonna make some great B-roll for this. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this pizza up on this. And we'll take it over here and check it out. And I think to take it up, I'm gonna use 2 spatulas. Come in here, look at that. Oh boy, let's go over here and check this out. Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's one good thing about cooking and using the pre-made pizza crust. I'm not saying they're the best, but I am saying they work quick, in a hurry. If you want to make a quick meal for the kids, and that's something we do every now and then. I go buy the pizza crust, buy a bunch of different ingredients, and let the kids make their own pizzas on the griddle. If you'd like to see a video of something like that, let me know. But right now, look how that turned out, y'all. This is amazing. And yes, I bought this cutting board here because look, now you center this thing up in the center just a little bit. And look at there. Be looking for that B-roll. It'll be coming out in a little bit. But right now, I got one more thing I want to do to this. I'm going to add just a little bit more barbecue sauce to the top. Just kind of dress it up a little bit. There we go. Now, a little more. There we go. Now I'm happy. That looks better now. Whatever you like to put on these pizzas is completely 100% up to you, and that's the good thing about cooking on this Blackstone and making pizzas like this. This is what I think would be good on a barbecue pizza. Honestly, some mushrooms and some black olives and stuff like that wouldn't bother me none. But I think for a base recipe, this is pretty good. So right now, I'm gonna take a little video, some thumbnails, and then we gotta cut this thing open and try it out. But before I do any of that, I want y'all to look at how beautiful this barbecue pork belly pizza turned out on the Blackstone. Yeah, there's still that crack in the crust, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll just cut that along, make that a cut right there. Yeah, we'll better know it. But man, that pork belly, I did try a piece of that, and it was delicious. I can just imagine what it's gonna taste like on this pizza. So yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what you think about this. I mean, I think it looks really good, y'all. You know, I said it was ready. I think there's one more thing we can do, and that's a little post dusting of this Outlaw barbecue. It's kind of windy out here, so we're gonna try the best. There we go. That looks even better now. Yes, sir, buddy. Perfect. I say we cut into it now and try it out. Let's see, where's my, and if you notice, I did change the cutting board, and I'm gonna go with where that crack was in that crust. Just kind of cut it up here. I'm not a professional pizza cutter. I've never worked at a pizza place. So don't judge me. I think I do pretty good. Of course, there's pretty thick toppings here. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna try this topping right here. I mean, look at that. Crust is holding on its own. Let's look at the bottom of it. Yeah, not burnt, got a nice little toast on the bottom. This thing smells amazing, y'all, too. We gotta try it out. Wow. Yeah. All right, let's talk about this pizza. The crust has a nice light crunch to it. As you see, it's holding its own. Not overly burnt. Now, if you want a little darker crust on it, leave it on a little longer, not a big deal. The flavors. Let's talk about the flavors. First off, you know, you got this Tennessee Smoking Whiskey Barbecue as a base. Delicious. Then you got that Colby Monterey Jack cheese along with that mozzarella cheese, kind of gives it that creaminess. But then you got them veggies. But then you have that pork belly, that delicious bite of that pork belly seasoned with this Outlaw barbecue. This pizza, and of course jalapenos, gotta add them in there, is perfect, man. This is what I envisioned and imagined what my barbecue pizza would taste like. I have another bite. Yeah, perfect. That's so good. Oh wow, that really is good. And it's not overpowering of any one flavor. I think that's what I was really good about this pizza. And you look, I mean, it is a loaded pizza. Hope you enjoyed the video. I really do. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for my old subscribers. Thank you for everybody who has been supporting me. The food trailer. Let's talk about that for just a second. I'm putting out more updates on the food trailer. It's coming along nicely. It's a lot of work, and it's hot out here. So it's getting there. Thank you all for support and all the interest on the food trailer. Also, if you're looking for anywhere else that you may be able to find updates or any other going-ons with us, be sure to check us out on Facebook. I'm really trying to grow the following there. We're also on Instagram. Love to have you there also. We're also on TikTok, and we're on Threads. Love to have you across the whole board there. We do some on Twitter, not a whole lot, but if you're there, we are there too. But if you're looking for anything that we may be doing besides cooking, we have another channel called Hanging with the Crazy Crew. We would love to have you over there. Link to that is also down below. And that's where you find out all the going on shenanigans we're getting into, riding roller coasters, slingshots, and all that kind of stuff. And that's where, I've said before, that's where the crazy pop comes from. Because if I'm not cooking, I'm usually out riding roller coasters or slingshots or wherever. Who knows what I'm doing. I love the adrenaline of all that. So, would love to have you across all platforms, following everywhere, because there's no telling what we're going to post, where we're going to post it, or who knows where we're going to be. If you ever see us out anywhere, be sure to say hey. Love meeting new people. And with that, I got to go. Got to feed the kids this pizza, and we'll see you next time.